The following segment is paid for by the 8th Judicial District Court Casa program.
Well, if you've heard about the Casa program in town, you may have thought, gosh, I would really love to do that. You know who has done that? Jennifer Page. She joins me now. She is an outstanding gal and a Casa volunteer. Great to have you, Jen. I'm so thrilled to talk to you about this program.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. It's exciting to share. It's so important work that we do.
It is very important work. Tell me, what led you to being a Casa volunteer?
I kind of fell in it, to be honest. I had heard about it from a friend and made a few calls, went to an orientation and training, and the rest is history.
Well, it's great. And I believe you've been doing it for several years now. I'd love to hear all about your experiences. First off, for those folks who don't know exactly what a CASA volunteer is, explain the program and its importance.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, CASA stands for a court-appointed special advocate. And so essentially what we do is advocate for kids across Nevada who are living in foster care. And so anytime a child is put into the foster care system during the entirety of their case, they will be assigned to a CASA volunteer who's there really to advocate for them across the entire experience.
It's really an incredible thing to step forward and kind of be a voice, be a best buddy, as it were, for one of these children. Tell me a little bit. I know you may not be able to reveal names and ages, but about your experience working one-on-one with your CASA child.
Yeah, there's nothing like it, I can tell you. I've had the opportunity to work with 6 kids across the 3 years that I've been a CASA myself, and I've had some life-changing stories. Some of my kids have achieved permanency through adoption. Some of my kids have aged out. I still have a couple of kids who are assigned to me, but it's honestly been life-changing for them and for me. So.
I know that you are a court-appointed advocate. So the point is not that you're necessarily, meeting these kids in their free time and taking them out for social activities. You are meant to be a liaison, a added voice and support for them during their court appearances. Isn't that correct?
That is correct. So our job is really to represent what's in the child's best interest. And so kids are made up that every child is given a case team. That case team is made up of case managers, and everyone has their own attorney that's assigned to them, a CAP attorney, and then they also have a CASA volunteer. And what the CASA volunteer is supposed to speak to is really best interest. It's not always what the child wants, but it's absolutely what they need. So essentially, think of it as just being a parent in some small way and advocating just like you would for your own children or for other family members that are equally important to you. And so really what we do is we work with the judge and with every person in that child's life. So we'll work with their teachers, their therapists, their social workers, their soccer coaches, right? And just talk to them about what it is that they need and make sure that they're getting what they absolutely need.
Well, it's really tremendous. Yeah, I understand. So you're kind of an added coordinator, an added advocate for their interests. It sounds like some really adult stuff to me. I certainly, as a kid growing up, the youngest in a family of 3, I never had, court dates to attend. It sounds like, it's kind of high level stuff.
It definitely is. I mean, what these kids go through is heart-wrenching, but they're some of the strongest kids you can ever meet. They are able to go in and meet with the judge themselves. And if they don't want to meet with the judge, they know that they always have me there to do it for them. And so I get the opportunity, their case manager gets to write a report to the judge, and their CASA gets to write a report to the judge. And we get to appear in court in front of that judge to help make sure that that child achieves permanency, and that what they're having assigned for them and what happens throughout their lives is so heavily influenced by my opinion of what needs to happen.
Well, by bringing your love and your volunteer time and being a CASA, you're really bringing light into an area of our society that could, probably use a little bit of love and support. So I commend you. And I'm thinking back, gosh, you've had 6 different kids that you've worked with. You must have some amazing stories to share. Has it given you any perspective on kind of myths around foster kids? Things that other people might think here in Nevada that you have discovered aren't necessarily true?
Yeah, I would tell you that when I came into the program, the thing that I thought I was going to be doing was that they really needed me to feel sorry for them, to make sure that they got, as much of my love and attention as they possibly could. And what I've learned is they don't need me to feel sorry for them at all. They need me to advocate for them. They need somebody in their life that just cares enough to make sure that they're getting what is taken for granted by so many other kids who have, the opportunity to live at home with their biological parents. And so what's really been interesting for me is that there's enough people out there to feel sorry and to feel bad for them. These are awesome, awesome kids. They just need a
Mm.
chance. And I give them that voice and that chance so that they can actually get what they need.
Wow, I did not anticipate that answer. That is really interesting. So these are, yeah, these little mini adults, right? Who actually are very in tune with what they need or how they feel. That is so interesting, Jen. I'm sure you've inspired a lot of people to look into being a CASA volunteer. People want to know about the training, about the time commitment, and about all the amazing rewards. Where can they do? What can they do rather to find out a little bit more about the program?
Yeah, I'm so glad you asked me that question. So, the most important thing that I would say, and the biggest myth out there is that it takes so much time. And it can. I mean, certainly there are times when you will have to do more than others. But for the most part, I'd say if you have 5, 10 hours a month that you can dedicate, that's really all it takes. So I get together with my kids on a weekend afternoon or on an evening after school and after work and go to the park for a couple hours or go to the library and read books, things like that, right? Take them out for lunch, whatever it is that you can do to spend some time with the kids themselves. And then usually I use my lunch hour and I make calls to the child's teacher or to their therapist and talk to them. And then twice a year, you have to go to court and
Yep.
attend with the judge. So it's honestly not as time consuming as a lot of people think. And that time, it matters so much. So, it's just beneficial to the kids. As far as the
It
training and
sounds
how to
so
get more
rewarding.
involved, yeah, we
Yep,
need more CASAs. So I can tell you there's over
for
3,300 kids
sure.
in care across Nevada, and we need to get to 1,500 CASAs. So that is a
Well,
big
Jen,
mission that we're working on right now.
I want to really quick before we go, I'm going to put up the information here, the website, the phone number where people can go to get more information. And thank you so much for everything you've done to contribute to these 6 young lives here in Southern Nevada. And we hope to inspire people today by you sharing your story. So thank you again.
Thank you so much. Let's make a difference.